Hey guys, what's up? I'm Maddie. Yes, you guys may not have seen me anywhere before. This is my first YouTube video. This channel is mainly going to be DIYs, tutorials on hair, makeup tutorials, anything of that sort. You guys can always comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see. But instead of dragging on with this intro, let's get on with the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm using is my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It's a lightweight moisturizer. I'm just going to put a couple dots all over my face, thoroughly rub it in, and then let it dry for a couple seconds. It works really well with my skin type, and I highly recommend it to you guys if you guys have a little bit more of an oily skin. So next I'll be using my e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. This is the clear one. The blue one normally leaves a little bit of a tint, but I'm just going to take a tiny bit, put it all over my face, rub it in thoroughly, also let it dry for a couple seconds. Makes your skin really soft and it keeps your makeup on through the whole entire day. So next I'll be using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Creamy Ivory. Most people do like to use this as a concealer. I prefer to use it as my foundation since it does have more of full coverage. I'm just going to take my pink beauty blender and I'm just going to make sure I blend it out very thoroughly. I'm also putting it on my ears and on my neck to match. So now I'll be taking my Fit Me Concealer, also by Maybelline, in the shade Fair Clair, and I will just be applying a generous amount under my eyes, in the middle of my forehead, down the center of my nose, and just a little spot on my chin, just to make it look like more of a natural highlight. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and make sure I blend all of that out nicely. I'm going to focus on under the eyes, blending it up towards the top of my cheekbone, giving it more of that natural highlight as well. And then just focusing on blending into the middle area of my forehead and blending my chin out evenly. Now I'm taking a translucent powder and just putting it under my eyes very heavily, trying to bake that area so my concealer stays on the whole entire day. I'm just shaking off the excess that was on my brush, and I'm just going to act like it is just a normal face powder, focusing mainly on my forehead and my nose, mainly on the T-zone, also on my ears and on my neck. brows, I'll be using London's brow this way in the shade Blonde. It does come with two different types of things for your brows. One is more of a paste consistency for shaping and filling, and one is the powder. It's more of a lighter color, and that is just for darkening it up. I'm just taking a small angled brush, and first I'm using that paste, and I'm just shaping my brows and filling them in as I would like them. Now that they are filled in and shaped properly, I will take this powder along with a bigger angled brush, and I'm just going to set the brows, make sure they stay all day. And also, this powder is very useful for reshaping and redefining some of the lines that may have gotten messed up with the paste. Now that my brows are finished, I'm going to be going in for my eyes with Maybelline's This City Mini Palette. I'm going to be focusing on that darker brown / goldish kind of tone, and I'm just going to be working this into my crease along the outer edge of the eye, and I'm also bringing it down onto the outer edge of my eyelid. Now I will be taking that same palette. I'm going to be using that rose gold color, and it's a very sparkly color, and I know there is a lot of fall off. You can just brush that off, but I'm going to be focusing mainly towards the inner corner of my eyelid. I'm also going to be overlapping that on top of the brown to make it kind of an ombre effect. I'm just taking a very fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be starting on that brown, blending out the edges, and then I will focus on mixing the two colors in the middle to again create that ombre effect, and then I will finish by blending out the inner corner rose gold color. It is now time to get rid of the big, so I'm just taking a big fluffy powder brush, and I am blending it upwards towards my outer cheekbone just to make it look more of a natural highlight. Now I am going back in with that same kind of coppery tone that I put on top of my lids, and I'm going to just put it right under my lower lash line on the outer edge. Then I'm going to go back in with that rose gold shadow and also a gold shadow, and I'm putting the rose gold shadow directly under my lash line towards the inner corner, and that gold shadow will go directly on the inner corner to make your eyes look more awake. For my eyeliner, I'm using L'Oreal Paris Infallible Super Stay Felt Tip Liquid Eyeliner Pen, and I'm just going to start from the inner corner, making a line about halfway down my lid, and then flipping the pen, starting on the wing, starting off thick and meeting up with that line, and I did that on both of my eyes. And then for my waterline, I will be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Ultra Stay Liner Pencil in the shade Jet Black as well. For mascara, I'm using my Ulta Plush Drama Mascara, also in the shade Jet Black for my top lashes. And I'm just going to evenly do about 2 to 3 coats on each eye. For my lower lash line, I will be using CoverGirl Supersize Mascara, and it is in the shade Black, and I'm going to do 1 light coat under each of my eyes. Next, I'm going to finish my face makeup. For my blush, I'm using Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Pearlescent Pink. I'm taking a big fluffy brush, putting a lot on, tapping some off, and just focusing mainly on the apples of my cheeks. For bronzer, I'm using my Mineral Glow Pearl palette in the shade Beige Pearl. It's a sparkly light bronzer, and I'm just going to be focusing on my cheekbones, on the forehead, and also along my jawline. To finish my face makeup, I'm just going to be using this highlighter palette. It does have 2 different types of highlight. One's a gold tone and one is a silver tone. I pretty much mix them both together and go on top of my cheekbones, in the middle of my forehead, down the middle of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. So right here, I'm grabbing my bronzer again, and I'm taking a smaller brush, and I'm just going back in and contouring the sides of my nose and under the tip of my nose. Finally, for my lip color, I'll be using Maybelline's Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nude Thrill. So there you guys go. This is the finished makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if you want to see more, and leave a comment down below saying anything you guys want me to do next. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye!